What's up, guys? This is Team Yugi Fails or YGO Budget Hub, depending on which channel you guys are watching this on. Today we're going to be doing a special opening of the Legendary Hero decks. I happened to go to GameStop and find them early because the date got pushed back to, I believe, the 19th of October. And today is the 10th of October. So we got them a week and a half early, just about. Because they had them, so I figured I would pick one up. So they only had the one, but if they had multiple, I would have gotten multiple. But we were going to go ahead and just open this up. I took the wrap off of it, but I didn't take the wrap off of any of the actual decks. So I'm just going to take these out of here as a whole, because we don't need this right now. We'll put the box to the side, but the box is nice. It's really good for storing stuff in. That's what I usually use these for, is like keeping all of my staple cards and everything. If I need to keep them in a box, that's how I usually do it. But I figure, you know, we'll go in order of what a lot of people consider to be the most important. So I figure, and by that I mean we're going to save the best for last. So I'm actually going to open the Nordic one first, because I feel like this is the one that people were, I don't want to say least hyped about, but it wasn't the most popular of the three to be in this set. And I apologize if you guys hear my dog walking around in the background. She's a little bit old, and she hears me in the kitchen. I never do videos in the kitchen. And now she's probably thinking that I have food, and she's staring at me right now, wondering where the food is. But little does she know, she's not getting any. So let me just move this close so I can actually see it. This is Golvig of the Nordic Ascent. I want to make sure I was reading that right, even though you can see it fairly clearly. It just looks really weird having those two L's next to each other. But it's a Link 1 800 attack fairy. This card is supposedly really, really good, which is nice for Nordics. Then we have, I'm not going to pronounce like any of these Nordic cards because they're so difficult to pronounce. So we have this guy here. We got an Ultra Dark Hole, okay. I guess that's something. I didn't realize it got printed as an Ultra. That's kind of funny. Ascension Sky Dragon. So if no one remembers, if you're watching on my Team Yugi Phil's channel, I actually won one of these when it was a more valuable prize card back in Zodiac Infernoid format. Oh, Coral Dragon. I actually did not know that this is in here, and I've wanted one of these for a while. I just haven't had one forever, just about. But that's kind of cool. Then we have another one of this. One of this guy. Oh, another one of that guy. I'm assuming we're getting a lot of two ofs. Yep, two of that. Two of the horse. Two of the old man. Yep, two of the old man. Two of the other one, whatever that is. I really can't pronounce any of these. Actually, one of that, one of that, one of that. One Valkyrie. I think this is like the money one from the original cards, because I think it's a secret rare. I think this one might be two. I don't remember. Maybe. Tier. Like I said, I don't know what many of these do. Nordic Lights, Nordic Relics. Pretty cool. Forbidden Chalice, it's always a nice reprint. Oh, some more of the Forbidden stuff. Okay, that's kind of nice. Monster Reborn, that's obviously a good reprint all the time. Soul Charge, really good reprint. Hate Trunade, this is also a really good one. This is like a super budget card now. Everyone should have at least a playset of this laying around. An MST, that's really good. Whatever the other Nordic traps are, I really don't know what any of these do. I can't speak to them. I don't know. I know they're Nordic relics. That's about it. I can't pronounce any of the names. Solemn Authority, I don't even know what that one does, because it's not ever used in anything. Then for the god cards, we have Thor, Loki, Odin, and this isn't a god card, but it's Leo. Ooh, another Beals card. That's pretty cool. Oh, we actually got this Beals' reprint. I didn't know that was in here. And Scrap Dragon. That's actually, this is actually some pretty solid reprints from what I saw. I actually like some of those. Some useful Synchro monsters that I just haven't had in a while. But we're going to move on to, this is my personal favorite, is the Phantom Knight deck. And as you can see, I made it very fitting for the occasion and decided to use the 2016 Nationals entry mat as the background here, having our Phantom Knights. So Phantom Knights of Rusty Bardiche. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Link 3. and it's 2100 attack. Twin Twisters is an Ultra. That's pretty good. Twin Twister is always a good reprint. Phantom Knights of Mist Claws. Break Sword, that's a good reprint. This guy, which should have gotten banned, but didn't for whatever reason. Those are all the Ultras. I don't know how I feel about some of the Ultras that have been reprinted, or printed/reprinted. Ancient Cloak, that's good. Silent Boots is good. Ragged Gloves is good. So I'm kind of, I can't say I'm surprised that they only put one of these in here so far. This is Cloven Helm. You don't ever play that one that I've seen. Fragile Armor. Oh, there's actually, oh, there's multiple. They just separated them for whatever reason. Let me just lay these back out then. So we have Cloak, Boots, and Ragged Gloves, and then the other Helm and the other Fragile Armor. Armageddon Knight, which is really, really good. Blue Mountains Butter Spy, which is also really good. Rescue Fair is solid. Junk Forward's really good too. Kagamusha Knight, I just have to actually read this. When you normal summon a level 3 monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. It cannot be used as synchro material. Okay. I wasn't 100% sure what that did. Cock-a-doodle-doo, this is a really good reprint if they had decided to leave Ancient Fairy Dragon and not hurt ABC so much. Effect Veiler, that's always a good reprint no matter what. Rank Up Magic Launch, that's kind of cool. Oh, we got 2 of them, that's nice. Phantom Knight Spear, Dark Hole again, Monster Reborn again, can't complain about that one though. Foolish Barrow is really good, Road is really good, Dark Eruption, not useful. Phantom Knights of Fogblade's cool. These 2 are nice if you're playing like a stun deck. Same with Wings, that's really what it's used for. Shadow Veil. Brigadine, this is a really good reprint if you're playing like Gokis. This deck helps you kind of like get some of the things that you need for Gokis as far as cards go. Gauntlets, Tomb Shield, what is this? Lost Vambrace. Wrong Magnet Ring, another one of that. Then we have Cursed Javelin. This one is played in Paleo, which is kind of nice. Rebellion Xyz, that's pretty good. Dark Requiem Xyz, that's used with the rank up, obviously. Evil Swarm Nightmare, it's like a Super Book of Moon, it's pretty cool. Thanatos or Thanatos, however you pronounce it, that's neat. Levier is actually a really good reprint too, so that you can build a lot of decks out of this, which is really nice. It's just kind of helpful. And then the oh so beautiful Commandante that everyone has been waiting for. Everyone's been so hyped over getting a Commandante. Not really. It's literally Burning Abyss is my favorite deck, and seeing Commandante makes me want to vomit. It's pretty bad. It's just really, really ugly. But that's the Phantom Knight deck. I'm very happy about a lot of stuff that was in there. Now let's go ahead onto the hero deck. I think this is the one that everyone overall is hyped mostly about. Everyone always hypes heroes. We finally got Stratos back on the ban list. I still don't think it's like meta relevant. I mean, I'd put it maybe at like number 10 on the top 10 decks for the format, but it's not that great. Okay, so Extra Hero Dread Decimator. He is a Link 3, and you have to use basically all hero monsters to make him. It's okay, I guess. Malicious, this is a really, really good reprint. Card needed to be reprinted really badly. Disc Commander, obviously coming off the ban list, but its new effect makes it suck, so it doesn't really matter. Destiny Draw, kind of nice, I guess. Then Extra Hero Wonder Driver. This one looks pretty cool. It's a Link 2, 1900 attack points. Destiny Hero Dogma, that one's not really relevant in any way, shape, or form. Same with Plasma and Dreadmaster. Another Malicious, that's pretty cool. You can buy 3 of these decks and have 2 playsets. Celestial, which is a good reprint because the originals were expensive. Diamond Dude, just kind of neat. Dread Servant, Dark Angel, Dynatag, Drill Dark, shout out to Duel Links. Another Drill Dark, more Duel Links. Decider, even more Duel Links. Dreamer, hey Duel Links. D-Cubed, yeah, it's from Duel Links, but it's not really that good. Did we get 3 of these? Okay, I was going to say if Konami like gave you 2, that'd be pretty messed up. 1 Shadow Mist, I believe, if I'm correct. Yeah, but that's cool. It needed to reprint. Blaze Man, that's really nice too. Then the spell cards, Destiny Draw, Over Destiny. Oh, another Over Destiny, okay. Clock Tower Prison, we just got one of those. Dark City, Mask Change, Poly, another Poly, that's cool. Third Monster Reborn, that's nice. You get a playset of Monster Reborns out of this, even though you will never need... Like, the cool thing about this, though, is that because you get 3 Monster Reborns, you can literally have you and your friends go and, you know, pay $10 each to get one of these things, and then you can each just play, like, a theme-type game, which is nice. Magical Stone Excavation, Terraforming, another Terraforming, that's cool. Feather of the Phoenix, Destiny Signal, D-Time, Eternal Dread, a second Eternal Dread, Diffusion, Destiny Endragon, Destiny Hero Dusktopia, a second one. Oh, we get 2 of those, that's cool. Destiny Hero Dystopia, we get 2 of those as well. Dangerous, we get a Dark Claw and an Anki. So kind of neat. It's pretty cool stuff, you know, what you get with these. You know, obviously there are some reprints in here that are really, really nice. Some that they're okay, but I don't know as if they were necessarily needed. But overall, as a product, do I think it's worth the $30? Well, let's go ahead and analyze it and find out, and I will come out and tell you in just a minute. All right, so now we're going to talk the overall worth of what you're getting as far as whether you should be picking one of these up or not. Obviously, it's all going to be player preference regardless of what I say. But with that being said, let's just kind of look at some of the stuff that we get. So we get a Beals, we get a Coral Dragon, and we get an Ascension Sky Dragon. All of these cards at some point or another have had a very high value. Now, if you really want to go in depth and just say, is this worth it as a whole, just look at Ascension Sky Dragon, because this card was a prize card. When I personally won mine, I know mine was, I sold it for... because I sold it to a vendor. I think I got around 250 to 275, and at that point they were worth about 400. But I sold it to a vendor because I just wanted the quick cash, and I didn't want to go through selling it on eBay because I didn't have the time to do so at that point. So like, this card is definitely, just monetary wise, makes the set worth it by itself. But if you're thinking, you know, as a whole, like, to as a player, is it worth it? Well, we'll obviously get into that. But those by itself obviously is the start. Then we have the Heroic Champion, the Break Sword, and the Dante. These cards are definitely really, really good extra deck cards, especially Dante. If you're going to play a deck right now in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! That you don't want to spend an excessive amount of money on, that will be a really solid meta choice, Burning Abyss is always the way to go. Whenever someone wants to play more competitively, I always tell them to play Burning Abyss. It is, in my opinion, the one deck that you can play every single format and still top with it. I don't think there's been a single format since the deck's release that it hasn't topped. It's just absolutely so good to play this deck and so much fun. That by itself is giving you a jump start, and so is getting the Break Sword. It gives you a jump start on making a Burning Abyss deck. The whole Phantom Knight deck does, because you could play, you know, like a PK Fire version if you wanted to. Then you also get Anki and Darklaw, which is really, really nice to get these two guys. Darklaw, obviously, there's, other than this printing, a Super Rare and an Ultimate Rare. I believe the Ultimate Rares are almost $60. The Super Rares are probably floating around $3 to $6 most likely. So getting a reprint of that makes it absolutely even more worth. And the Anki is always a good reprint too. Then we have two Malicious, one hollowed and one not. One Celestial, one Blaze Man, one Shadow Mist for the hero specific cards. This, I don't know what the exact price is right now, but I know for a while these were sitting at like $15 to $20 for the super rares from the structure deck. So this is absolutely worth it. Celestial used to have value sitting in around $8, I believe. I know Blaze Man for a while was like $4 or $5. I don't think he's around that anymore. I could be wrong though. And then the Malicious, if you're going to get any copy of them, most of them are like $2 or more. So getting two of these out of one is really, really nice. Then the one Junk Forward for the other Warrior card here. Junk Forward really helps you just with decks like Goki. You could play this in Burning Abyss too if you play like Burning Abyss Phantom Knights and special summon this first and then normal summon a Phantom Knight and overlay them for a Dante. So junk forward monetary wise and just kind of overall deck wise is really nice. Then we get 2 terraformings, which is really nice, seeing it's at 2. Having this card is just really, really nice to kind of add to your collection if you don't have it already. Twin Twister, Soul Charge, and Hey Trunade. These cards are really, really solid reprints. The Twin Twister is great because most people are main decking 3 of it currently. Hey Trunade, people are usually siding 2 to 3 of it, so that's another good card. And then Soul Charge, if you're playing anything that gets a lot of cards in the graveyard, such as Goki, it's a really, really nice card to have in your arsenal, which is really great. Then the Phantom Knight Shade Brigadine. This card at one point hit like $10, which was crazy for like the gold rare. Then I believe they dropped down to like 8s, and now they're probably sitting at around 4 to 6, if I'm guessing. Especially seeing it got a reprint in this. But if we're really going to take an in-depth look and ask, is this worth it for you to pick up? In my opinion, if you are trying to get into this game and you don't want to spend an excessive amount of money, I think yes. I think it's a very, very good value to be really just putting money into. It gives you a lot of ability to just kind of play Yu-Gi-Oh! In a fun and unstressful way. You know, it's not an excessively large amount of money if you buy 3 of these. If you bought 3 of them, you'd be spending about $100, but you'd also be getting a whole lot of cards out of it that are worth a good chunk of cash. Which is really, really nice. It's one of those products where you look at it and it's kind of like the Megatins. You're going to get a good amount of reprints and you're going to get a few new cards that are just going to absolutely blow everything out of the water. But to answer the final question, getting this is definitely worth your money, whether you are a budget player or a competitive player. If you just want a couple cards from this, then obviously just order the singles. But if you want to open a product and get a lot of good things out of it that you kind of need to start up your collection or start to build a deck, then yeah, sure, I would recommend that you go ahead and you buy this product. I think that's a really good idea. But I hope you guys enjoyed me opening this Legendary Hero Decks box, because this was really, really cool. Hats off to Konami for putting out a fairly half-decent Legendary deck this year. In years past, they weren't always the best. Last year's was okay. We got, you know, all the Dragon reprint stuff. It was the Odd Eyes deck, the Cyber Dragon deck, and the Yugi's Dragons deck, or Dark Magician deck kind of again. But that was a really, really cool one too. You know, we got Apprentice, is it Apprentice Illusion Magician or whatever it is, which was a really expensive promo at that point. But I think overall, value-wise, this this Legendary deck blows last year's out of the water, value-wise. So definitely pick it up if you get the opportunity. But once again, if you enjoyed it, make sure you smash that thumbs up like button and let us know what you think. For now, this is Team Yugi Fails or YGO Budget Hub, whichever channel you're watching from, signing out.